The crap is hitting the fan over at CNN, according to Oliver Darcy, CNN's senior media reporter. Following the disaster of a town hall that CNN hosted for Donald Trump on Wednesday evening, Darcy wrote an article actually calling out his own network and admitting that not only is the public pissed off at CNN for doing this, for airing the Donald Trump propaganda hour, but internally, there is now a bit of a revolt at CNN for them allowing this to even happen. Now, before I read what Darcy said, it's important to point out that even before Darcy wrote this, even before we got word that, there's internal anger at CNN President Chris Licht over what happened on Wednesday, you could already tell that was going to happen in the immediate aftermath of the town hall. Because as soon as it ended, right, as soon as Trump walks away, I love you, New Hampshire, I love you, CNN, I love you, Caitlin Collins, even though I just called you a nasty woman. It then went to the anchors, right? And you had Jake Tapper there, Anderson Cooper was there, a bunch of other CNN folks were there, and they were stunned. They were stunned at what they had just seen. They were stunned at what their own network allowed on the air, and they called CNN out in their coverage of what had just happened. So then, of course, next day, Darcy comes out with this piece where he says, quote, and CNN aired it all. On and on it went. It felt like 2016 all over again. It was Trump's unhinged social media feed brought to life on stage. CNN and new network boss Chris Licht are facing a fury of criticism, both internally and externally, over the event. How Licht and other CNN executives address this criticism in the coming days and weeks will be crucial. Will they defend what transpired at St. Anselm College? Or will they express some regret? For now, CNN is defending itself. And of course CNN is going to defend itself. They have no journalistic integrity. This wasn't about journalism. This wasn't about speaking truth to power. This wasn't Ed Murrow sitting down with McCarthy to call him out. This was them desperate for more eyeballs because CNN's ratings have been in the toilet for years. Hell, on most days, our YouTube channel here gets more viewers than CNN gets in prime time. That's how bad CNN is. Or maybe that's how good we are at Ring of Fire. I don't know which one it is. Maybe it's a combination of both. But CNN will sell their soul, which I think they already did, in order to get more eyeballs, which is why I couldn't finish it. It reached a point where not only was I sick of the lies, but I was sick of giving CNN my attention. I was sick of having my eyeballs see this garbage that they were spewing out. The only time I ever turn on cable news at all, like doesn't matter, CNN, MSNBC, never Fox actually. The only time I turn that on my TV in my home is when there is a debate, and that is the only place I can watch it. So that is why I did for a while give CNN my eyeballs, but I promise you, that is not a mistake I will ever make again. And there's millions of Americans this week that are having the same thought. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.